Talk about casting Stephen Yeun as Glenn.
That was so great. He had just come to LA. He, I think, done one thing, never auditioned for a pilot. A lot of people know the story, but so he read and we loved him. And because he had never auditioned for a pilot and it was going to be a test, I said, why don't you come into the office again during my lunch hour and we'll just rehearse the scene together so that you're comfortable when you go to Frank's house. And he came in and he read with me and he was still reading from the script. And I stopped him and I was like, what are you doing? He said, what? I said, you're not off book. You have to memorize it. He goes, well, it's just an audition. I said, it's a screen test. No, you go out into the parking lot and you come back here in 45 minutes. And he did. I was like his mother. And he was like, I think I scared the shit out of him. I said, you go out there and you rehearse it and you memorize it and then come back. And he did. And he came back in and we played with it. And I said, that's what you have to do when you're testing. Not when you audition, but when you are screen testing. So, it was great. He was just so... I didn't realize how talented he was. I'll be honest. I thought he was really good. I've followed everything he's done, and I'm so happy for him. I realized how smart he was, and how intuitive he was, and how intelligent he was, and how he thought, in a way, his thinking process was very interesting. But I think he surprised everybody in a great way. Jeffrey Dean Morgan was somebody else who wasn't available because he was on another show, so we had to figure that out. I'm pretty sure at that point they knew they wanted Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and if I remember, one of his agents, not all, said, I don't think he's going to want to come onto a show in the 5th year. Like, that's not Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He's right now on a big CBS show with a big role, and that's not what he wants to do. And again, could you just call him? And we're not allowed to say the name of the role, but I'm going to not put it in an email, but you can tell Dean Morgan, it's the role of Negan. And she goes, well, I don't know what that means. Just tell him. So literally he said, fucking Negan? Yeah, I'm interested. Figure out a way to make it work. So we all together, the agent, the studio, we figured out a way that he could finish what he was doing and then come and do it. And if I remember correctly, day one, he had a huge monologue, like 2-page monologue. And everybody was like, oh my God, what are we going to do? It's going to take it's going to take so long. He's coming off the set and coming to us. Take one. The entire monologue, first take.